Hey guys, welcome back and happy midweek. All right, guys, well, we're back to talk about a new article that came out on Radar Online saying secrets of Nene Leakes and Andy Cohen's feud revealed by a former Real Housewives of Atlanta producer. What? Okay, we have a lot to talk about, but before we jump in, you guys know how this works. If you haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so it looks like former Real Housewives of Atlanta producer Carlos King, which, by the way, he is doing amazing things, and he's a good friend of DJ Richie Skies. DJ Richie Skies, a great friend of our channel, so I'm all about some Carlos King. Revealed his thoughts on Nene Leakes' discrimination lawsuit while spilling all of the tea on her off-screen drama. King appeared on David Yontief's Behind the Velvet Rope podcast and was asked if Leakes could have a comeback after making claims against Bravo and executive producer Andy Cohen, which I don't necessarily think that Nene can make a comeback after that because she has a full-on racism lawsuit going on and discrimination lawsuit against Bravo, the production company, and Andy Cohen. So I don't really know how you could come back from that. But Carlos King said, good question. I think there's a conversation that needs to be had between Nene and Andy. As Radar previously reported, the Bravo celebrity is suing the companies behind the show, alleging that they fostered and tolerated a hostile and racist work environment. NBC Universal, Bravo, and the production companies True Entertainment and Truly Original, as well as Andy Cohen, are all listed as defendants in the filing that was viewed by Radar Online. Last month, however, they confirmed that Leakes is in talks with Cohen, Bravo, and NBC Universal to potentially settle the discrimination lawsuit outside of court. My whole thing is, I still to this day want to know how much money is Nene Leakes looking for in this discrimination lawsuit? And not like that's, the biggest part of it. I guess it's just more so being nosy. I'm like, wait a minute, obviously she's looking for money, but how much money? Andy said recently that after her husband, Greg Leakes, passed, he did reach out to Nene and the two exchanged pleasantries. Okay. So Andy is saying that he reached out to Nene, but that obviously didn't stop this lawsuit. King said in an update on the podcast, he did not want to go into further detail because he said that he didn't want to say anything that may not be, what she wants to talk about. So to me, that shows that the door is cracked open a little bit. And on the record, I told Nene, I think at the end of the day, she and Andy should have a personal one-on-one conversation so that he can hear, out of her own mouth, one-on-one, how she feels. King speculated a heart-to-heart could do wonders for them, adding David, they love each other so much. And I know for a fact how much Nene loved Andy. She would talk about him all the time to me, how much she adored him. And I believe that once those two have a one-on-one conversation, that all will be right in the world. I mean, I don't know. There's certain things. Here's the thing. I agree with what Carlos is saying. I think that they need to have a one-on-one, but at the end of the day, there are things that you can't necessarily come back from, and suing someone and claiming that they created a hostile, racist work environment might be one of those things. Am I saying that the door is closed? No, I'm not. I don't actually know. But again, I agree with Carlos King in the sense that they do need to have a conversation. This relationship goes back far, like many, many years, and they always had a close relationship. Andy loved Nene and Nene loved Andy. So is there any way we can put this to bed? But also, I think that if she's filing this, lawsuit, that she does deserve to be heard. Like, she's not filing it for no reason. So however she feels, someone needs to listen to what she's saying, because maybe this won't happen in the future, whatever claims that she has. King spoke very highly of Nene Leakes throughout the interview, saying that they hit it off right away while filming. And the famed producer added that he will always be a fan of the OGs, sharing that Nene Leakes had been locked in as his favorite. Leakes was one of the biggest breakout stars of the Real Housewives of Atlanta between 2008 to 2020. Nene is number one just because of our relationship, because, we have a great relationship. That's not why I'm saying this. It's because it's the damn truth. Like, she is part of pop culture. She's a meme queen. She has the best one-liners in history, and she's a force to be reckoned with. I agree with everything that he's saying when it comes to Nene Leakes. And I wish that she would come back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta, only because, she not only is a breakout star of the show, helped create the show, helped put Housewives on the map. Like Vicky Gunvalson is out here and she's like, I'm the OG. I'm the reason for all of the success. It's like, well, let's talk about some of the real breakout stars of the Real Housewives. Nene Leakes, Bethany Frankel, Lisa Vanderpump. I understand that Vicky is the OG of the OC, but there's a difference here. You can't take that away from Nene. That's why she was one of the highest paid Real Housewives in the history of all of the franchises. And she's one of the few that I can say totally 100% deserved that paycheck. And I wish she would come back. You know, I know she's doing a few other reality shows right now, but it's not the same. We want her back in our Bravo world. I just don't know, again, at the end of the day, if you're suing the network, the production companies, Andy Cohen, one of the main producers, I don't know how you can really come back from that. I do, however, want to get Carlos King on the show. I'm so curious. I have to reach out to him. Anyway, just getting back to it, some more Real Housewives of Atlanta news. I was shocked to see that Marlo Hampton, she was, faced with intruders, masked intruders who came in, and they came into her house, broke in, tried to rob it with her nephews in the home. And apparently they screamed so loud that the intruders got scared and they ended up leaving. But from what we're hearing, they were a part of this ring and they were going around and they were, I guess, robbing multiple homes. It was a group of 4 men who were doing this to a lot of different people. And I guess, the thing is here is Marlo Hampton, she boasts a very luxurious lifestyle, right? She has the bags, the clothes, the jewelry, everything that comes with it. And she's showing it and talking about it all the time on reality TV, which kind of makes her a target. Dorit Kemsley is another great example of someone who really just shared way too much of her lavish lifestyle, showing us the inside of her closet. And it just kind of put that on the map where people who were just crazy enough to do this, they're watching the show and they're like, look at all of the diamonds in that closet. Look at that $100,000 bag. She always says she's head to toe Gucci. She's this, she's that. That scares me. That's why, I always have a lot of, not a lot, but I have a few people who will reach out and they're like, Adam, will you do a tour of your house? Or will you do a tour of I don't even have close to what half of these people have, but it just makes me nervous. And I never want to put out there. I just want, this is what I have right here in the studio. This is it. I don't want to share what else I have in life because you get nervous thinking that there could be somebody crazy enough to try to take that away from you. And I just don't like that. I also, got wind that there was a subscriber who kind of looked up my address and reached out to me and texted me. This person texted me. I didn't give my phone number out. Things like that. It just, once you put yourself out there, and I'm not a housewife, but once you put yourself out there on the internet or on a TV show, you kind of open the door for people to feel like it's okay to access you however they please. And it's really not okay unless you invite that. Just because you decide to go on a show or put yourself out there, it doesn't mean you can come bust through my door and steal whatever's in my closet, or also try to look up my address and come and show up and be like, hey, Adam, I found out where you live. Like, no, that's very awkward. So guys, I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinions. I want to ask what your thoughts are about Nene Leakes, this lawsuit, and Carlos King kind of revealing the details behind it, saying that there is a conversation to be had and that there should be a one-on-one. Do you agree with that? I'm going to go with a yes, I do, but I still don't know. So go ahead and comment below with your unfiltered opinions. And before you go, don't forget to smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, we'll see you next time. Bye, guys. Love you.